Okay, so without further ado, let's basically get these bootleg CDs. Here, I have stack of bootlegs. Yes, these are all of my bootleg CDs I actually burned, and for some reason, I usually try not to steal copies of basic of artists' albums, but usually people do that every other day. I mean, now we have what should we call it? MP3 players, like iPods and all that stuff. But personally, I love CDs personally, and I like to have collection of CDs personally. And these are just basically just all bootleg personally. So basically, we can start off first with another band. Fergie's How to Save a Life. Probably can see it. The Verge, How to Save a Life. Bootleg. Pretty cool. We have, this is a little mixed CD of different type of songs. If I can get a little closer for you guys. I have made mixed CDs originally, but I think I made three of them originally. This is volume 1, volume 2 of my mixed CD. This is actually a pretty mixed bag mixed CD which I made. It's a bunch of basically porn star songs I actually found recently in certain websites. Yeah, crazy. This is basically a list of a bunch of artists just write about porn. Yeah, I know that's me being one having something like this, but I mean, those are songs that are pretty interesting. Like for instance, what was it? I can't really top version, but like I said, there's some songs like I Want to Sex You Up. If you probably can't see it, put it down. Yeah, a little mixed bag of CDs, mixed bags of songs. I mean, then we have some oldies music, old school songs. I can't really name the top of my head for shit, but there's some old schools from the 1960s, 50s, 1950s, 60s, 70s, and probably mid 80s and 90s. So you're not really missing much. Then we have John Leadership, Involvement, I think involving, pretty well awesome mix CD that I like. Then we have Neo, The Year of the Gentleman, and a nice bluish CD, which I love, because like I said, I usually try to colorize my CDs, which is basically when I get bored, especially sometimes. And we have Ryan Leeson. both same names. You just have the artist and you have the title. So pretty cool. Then we have, well, I was mentioning when to get this originally, the original album, but I started getting this bootleg version to make for myself. We have Eminem's Marshmallows LP. It's just a bootleg, not the original song, not the original album, just a bootleg. I especially hate the song King Richard because that is a very well tortured song, Richard. If you are an Eminem fan, if you really enjoy listening to his music, that's fine, whatever. But that song on the Marshmallows MP, Kim, it is so brutal. I mean, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry it took so long, Richard. I just had to talk to my mother. Anyway, let's move right along. We have Into the Woods, the soundtrack. And this is actually the Broadway play version of the soundtrack itself. So you're basically not missing much of it anyway. This is essentially just a bootleg once again. When I first listened to it, I was kind of keen on originally wanted to get the play on DVD because I know it's available on DVD, and I know I'll probably eventually come and find it if I can. But this actually is the soundtrack of the play itself. So yeah, pretty cool. we have Next up we have Animal House, the soundtrack. Awesome, great song. Awesome, great album soundtrack with different kinds of music. I'm not really big fans of the movie itself, but I enjoy it. And I enjoy the music itself, Richard, because there's so much mixed songs that I personally enjoy, Richard, and recommend Richard for anyone who can find the original album and actually really just, I don't know, really enjoy it. So yeah, Animal House, the soundtrack. Awesome. It has really well considered music, anyway, by the way. Okay, let's basically do another soundtrack. Okay, we can try to do something like this, yeah. I'll try this. We have Space Jam. Yep. Space Jam, the soundtrack. I guess I can. I guess I'm gonna have to give it to you guys properly. There we go. Space Jam, the soundtrack. Yeah, awesome, good song. Also good. I don't know what I said song before. I just have so much. I need to properly speaking. We have different kinds of music based on this soundtrack. So, well written. Never recommend. I used to have this on audio cassette originally, by the way, but I actually sold it and actually really want the soundtrack. But it was pretty much sold out in certain Denton stores in my area. So if I can find it originally, I could probably find it. But I like to have a copy just in case originally if I want to listen to it. So it has very well good music, especially I believe amplified by R. Kelly. I mean, I know a lot of people don't listen to R. Kelly that much, but personally, I enjoy it because, from that song, I Believe I Could Fly was pretty well good written. So, yeah. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I personally enjoy it originally. Okay, let's basically do this nice straight like that. There we go. I look more popular than that, does it? Let's try. I want to make sure to keep these CDs together, which I actually keep them nice in order. Alright. So these three will be nice in order. Like so. Okay. Okay, then we have just a mix of CD of Pokemon songs from different type of soundtrack, from the theme songs and all that stuff. It's just a bunch of mix of basic songs I actually burned on a singular disc, so you're not really missing much. You're just basically just samples of basically different kind of mixed bag of Pokemon music, and some of the music that basically are available in certain soundtracks. So definitely worth basically I will try to only if I can basically find some of the Pokemon CDs, which if I can find it. Then I know everybody really know about the movie itself. We have 3 versions of Back to the Future. So we have Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2, Part 2, and Back to the Future Part 3. All these are in chronologically nice and organized, and they're all richly contained in the soundtrack itself, so you're really not missing much. So let me show you. Sorry about my handwriting. Yeah, bad handwriting. That's part. So this is part 1. This is part 2, and part 3. So not really. People think you're probably gonna write your comments and say, "Hey, why don't you just buy the official albums and actually, hopefully, you can save that much money?" Which, well, yeah, that's true. I could basically do that, but I might really have much money, which and you know how CDs are cost nowadays. They really just basically they used to be like 20. They used to be at least about 10 or 12 bucks. So why not I can make it as a bootleg, as a copy, and then hopefully if I have extra money, I could probably get the album itself. But I like to save money, Richard. And that's what I like about it. So what's the harm, Richard? I know people are gonna say, "Well, why are you always thinking that that CDs are always major vicious to continue?" People are using MP3 players and using iPods. So yeah, I get the whole point about the iPod. I had my if I wanted to listen to music on my iPod, let me get it for you, or basically any kind of mobile phone, I have my own iPod. So what the fuck has that got to do with it? I get the whole point that the music industry is basically going with MP3s and all these digital devices. That's fine, but I like having CDs in my collection because I became a not just basically as a movie buff or a TV show, but I also became a music buff because I like to have CDs that have great artwork, maybe good submitted music if I can enjoy it with, and whatever it is, this is pretty well awesome for my collection. So what's the harm doing that? I mean, yeah, when you compare something like this, I mean, come on, it's just basically just a bunch of samples of music you're putting storage onto a device. So what's the harm of that? So enough about that. Enough of that. Let's continue on with the CDs. We have two discs of the Rent soundtrack, not the play version or basically the movie. Just yeah, of course the movie. This basically two separate discs of the soundtrack, and I have to say there's some pretty well good some music which I enjoy, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So we have disc one and disc two. So they're both kind of pages. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me get myself some water. I'm losing my voice right now, guys, so I'm just basically trying to naturalize my voice for a little bit more. Alright, next up we have Footloose, the soundtrack. The best of the Poncho, I don't know how you pronounce it. Poncho, best of them, what do you call it? The best of Poncho, the Possums, I can't even pronounce the name right, but you know what I mean. The best of those guys. Then we have Kelly Osbourne. Shut up! This is actually a pretty well awesome bootleg, which I actually burned usually because I was very keen on listening to her album, and it's actually far good usually. Some of her songs are pretty well good, so if you can find it originally in your local area, local music area, you can probably listen to her because she has pretty well 2 or 3 songs which they actually are pretty well good. So yeah, that's Kelly Osbourne. Shut up. So yeah, especially the song which is "Shut Up" is pretty well good. Then we have another Neo bootleg, Because of You. It's actually recalled My Words, but it's Because of You. So they got that kind of little different recently than the album. So, but whatever. It's basically what it is. It's in a nice purple disc, which is I love. See, I kind of like to mix colors of based on different type of CDs. So bear with mine, Richly. You probably can see if you can put this again. There you go. There you go. Ta-da! Okay, this is actually a mixed CD of Harry and the Potters. This is actually a nice bootleg which I actually made. They're just like mixed songs with different type of albums that it's put out originally from different kinds of artists. Like you have the Malfoy group, the Harry and the Potter group, and whatnot and everything. So not really missing much. Definitely, it's a pretty well mixed bag CD which I just put out. And I have to say, for what I've been listening to, it's pretty good originally. I do like the fact that they actually take the Harry Potter characters to a funny moment of the song. When I was listening to this, I was never kind of keen on the group, but as a Harry Potter fan, I enjoy it originally. I think it's pretty well good originally. If you like Harry Potter, definitely want to listen to Harry and the Potters. So yeah, awesome mix CD, very cool. Okay, next up we have the best of Vance Bunny of Vance and Bell. I can't even pronounce these artists or so much, but you know what I mean. Really nice mix of basically the best of their CD of their music. For instance, Satisfaction. There's been other sort of music, Sex Me Up, whatever you call it. But yeah, awesome, good mix CD for if you're a fan of Benny's bamboos, if I use something else to call it. Pretty well mixed of good CD, which for different type of music, different type of songs they put in, and the best stuff of. Because they always put that stuff, which I always kind of find odd for artists to do kind of like the best of their songs. It's like, okay, you got fans to really enjoy different type of songs that the artists were putting on that best of album, and they don't usually try to put all the songs in one order, but they usually do in some way, shape, or form. But for what it's worth, it's pretty obvious that they try to do that. But anyway, let's move right on. We have AC, the Black Ice album, which I love. Pretty cool. We have Eddie Grade, nice use of 70s music. I do like the song Rock the Boat, Richard. I do like the song Let Your Company, whatever you call it, Richard. Well, you know what I mean. I love that song, Richard, because it's pretty well hippie, 70s music background on the song. Pretty cool. Then we have OK Go of the Blue, which is it? Color of the Sky. Pretty cool music. I do enjoy their music, especially Here It Goes Again, which I definitely will probably pick up, which is the original album. This is actually just I just basically got it from a copy, which I just made for myself. So yeah, pretty cool. So like that. Then we have the Blues, Travel Forth. Definitely awesome rock and roll, country, and a little bit of jazz group. Awesome. Pretty well listen to good music, which is back in the 90s, originally. So I definitely enjoy them. Pretty cool. We have One Retreat, The Dream of Outer Land. The best of Madonna's music. This is called Madonna. I should basically call it the best, which is Madonna. But, Madonna's mixed music, mixed songs from different albums. Like I'm a Virgin from the very first, like the Virgin song, and the rest of the shebang. We have Henry Lewis, and the news of the heart of rock and roll. Pretty well mixed the best of it. It's all basically based on their album originally. Like you have Back in Time, which is on the Back to the Future album soundtrack. Then you have what else? Working for a Living, which I love that song, Richard. I love that song, Richard, very much. Working for a Living. And then finally, this is the final song. I'm glad Richard does this. We have Fergie and Fergie Camp, The Score. So, awesome bag of nice and good mixed music. So, that includes the end of my CD review. Let me basically put all these together in one package, and I got the other CDs for you. I'll be right back and let you put them in a nice fun order. And that's it, my entire music collection of CD. Well, let's say, what should I say? And that is my entire of CD collection. This is basically just half of my CD collection. Like I said before, I will come across getting more CDs as I can, Richard. Like I say, with CDs going price for probably cheaper, I know I could probably find it cheaper, but there will be plenty more of CDs of this to come in my videos. So yeah, definitely an awesome bag of mixed CDs. Like I said before, I'm doing this for, I do these, blah, 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 blah. I'm very happy to have some of these in my collection, and I will eventually come around to get a couple more. And for what the year's time, I'm pretty sure we'll continue doing that. So that ends up with my CD collection, and next up we'll probably do more DVD updates or whatever. It would be CDs or be DVDs. So yeah, I'm still working on my DVD collection. Back over here, you probably can't see it. And I will eventually come around to get a couple more. And for what the year's time, I'm pretty sure we'll continue doing that. So that ends up with my CD collection. And next up, we'll probably do more DVD updates or whatever. Should it be CDs or be DVDs? So yeah, I'm still working on my DVD collection. Back over here, if you probably can't see it. It's growing, but you know, it's gone around. It gone through the loop around. So that pretty much ends up that. And hopefully we'll continue more stuff for things. Alrighty. So that ends me for now. Until next time, this is Air Peron, and thank you for watching, and sayonara.